Now on CoastTV News.
It's a cold start to the week with temperatures in the teens and 20s out the door. Another cold day today, then warming up. A chance for heavy showers and possible thunderstorms later Wednesday. I'll track it on Futurecast next.
Property tax push. It's coming from Indian River School District officials as they get ready to make a public pitch tonight.
Costly violations. We look at Ocean City's efforts to increase parking fines during some of the town's busiest events.
Beads and barricades. New Orleans is ready for its first big party since New Year's terrorist attack.
This is CoastTV News Today.
It's Monday, March 3rd, 2025. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us for our 5 o'clock hour.
And last time, Elisa and Bob, we were all together. We were closing out February, so here we are. First full week of March.
March started out great on Saturday. I was outside. I know you were outside.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
It was fantastic. And then, Bob, what happened on Sunday? It turned back into winter. I know it is technically still winter, but...
Good morning, guys. Yeah. Boy, the bottom dropped out. That's for sure with those temperatures. We saw them go from the upper 60s Saturday. Sunday, we did not even get out of the mid-30s. And look at these temperatures this morning. Ouch, cold. 17 in Seaford, 16 in Del Mar, 18 in Georgetown. Very cold. Bundle up out the door. 28 in Ocean City, 30 Indian River Inlet. So a little milder, so to speak, at the beaches. But it is really, really cold. Thankfully, the winds are pretty light or calm inland. Just a little bit of a breeze at the coast. Feels like temperatures are in the teens and low to mid-20s. So pretty much mirroring the actual temperature as we're looking at mostly clear skies right now, just a few clouds, but we have Arctic high pressure in place, so it's one more cold day and mainly sunny day as we're starting out with temperatures way below freezing, mid-morning right around freezing, and then it's a little warmer this afternoon by a few degrees into the low 40s, inland cooler 30s at the beaches. You're going to want to bundle up once again as we're looking at light winds and lots of sunshine and temperatures in the lower 40s later today.
Thanks, Bob. Happening tonight, the first of 3 public meetings in the Indian River School District on the upcoming referendum vote. Now, this meeting is taking place at 7 at the Lord Baltimore Elementary School in Ocean View. According to Superintendent Dr. Jay Owens, operating expenses have increased an average of 7.4% per year, while revenue has increased by only 3.6%. School officials say if the referendum is approved, people paying property taxes in the school district would see their annual amount increase to nearly $290. The referendum is set for Thursday, March 20th.
If you want to run for your local school board in Delaware, Friday is the deadline to file. Locals have until 4:30 p.m. to file. In Kent County, seats are available in the Smyrna, Cesar Rodney, Capitol, Lake Forest, and Milford school districts. And in Sussex County, seats are available in the Cape Henlopen, Del Mar, Indian River, Laurel, Seaford, and Woodbridge school districts.
New this morning, we are expecting to learn the results of a study on the impact of parking fees in Milton. One option that has been looked at is a parking fee structure based on the square footage of a business. Currently, parking is free. The paid parking would bring in more money to the town, which the committee says is needed. Developing news in Ocean City, where town officials are looking at increasing parking fines during special events. And as you know, Ocean City has many special events. 2 of the biggest are the Independence Day fireworks and Ocean's Calling. If this is approved, parking in front of a fire hydrant during a special event will receive a $200 fine instead of the current one, that is $100. People living in Ocean City think this proposal is a good idea, but does see how an increased ticket could frustrate vacationers.
Parking's important, and it's important revenue for the city, but to make it egregious to our visitors, I think, is not welcoming.
And this will have its first reading tonight at the mayor and council meeting.
Also at that meeting, if you're looking to book a short-term rental in a residential area or mobile home district in Ocean City for a weekend, you may soon be out of luck. Tonight, council members will have a second reading of an ordinance that establishes a 5-day minimum stay. Right now, there is no minimum, and the mayor and council meeting takes place tonight at 6 p.m.
Now taking a live look at the Big Easy, New Orleans. Look at that bridge lit up there. Many have traveled to celebrate Mardi Gras, and this weekend they did get a taste of the annual activities. Yeah, that's the familiar sound of the celebration, Mardi Gras week, and that means it's party time in New Orleans. A steady stream of marching bands, decorated parade floats have been rolling through the city all weekend, and in keeping with tradition, people on floats throw beads to the crowds lining the streets. The procession will continue tonight. Now, security has been increased following the New Year's terrorist attack in the French Quarter.
Delaware lawmakers are set to debate a constitutional amendment on reproductive freedom. Happening today, the Senate Health and Social Services Committee will meet at 12 p.m. until 3 p.m. to consider Senate Bill 5, the first step in adding reproductive rights to the state's constitution. The bill is sponsored by Senate Majority Leader Brian Townsend and Speaker Melissa Minor Brown.
Yeah, we're now taking a live look at Washington, D.C. Both Republicans and Democrats dealing with the fallout from Friday's failed meeting between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. At the heart of the disagreement, seen for all the world on television, is Trump's priority to end the war, while Zelensky is indicating he wants to continue to fight against Russia's invasion. As
NBC's Alice Barr shows us, the Trump administration's officials are now discussing whether to pause U.S. military aid to Ukraine.
What's your message to Donald Trump?
This morning, the U.S. and Ukraine navigating a diplomatic detour, with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky spending the weekend shoring up European alliances after Friday's Oval Office shouting match.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right?
Zelensky was asked to leave the White House without signing an agreement to share Ukraine's critical minerals with the U.S., seen as a first step toward a peace deal with Russian President Vladimir Putin. President Trump posting overnight in part the U.S. should spend less time worrying about Putin and more time worrying about gangs, drug lords, and murderers entering our country. Friday's meeting devolved when President Zelensky insisted his country needs security guarantees to prevent Putin from invading again. Secretary of State Marco Rubio adamant Russia has to negotiate before there's any peace to secure.
But the question now is, can we get them to a table to negotiate? That's our goal. Don't do anything to disrupt that.
Zelensky said Sunday he's still willing to sign the mineral deal and believes he can salvage his relationship with the U.S., even as European allies vowed to step up.
We've agreed that the UK, France and others will work with Ukraine on a plan to stop the fighting.
That as Democrats slammed the Trump administration's Ukraine approach.
The White House has become an arm of the Kremlin.
And protests broke out from Vermont, where Vice President Vance was on a family ski trip, to Seattle, where this Ukrainian voiced her people's fears.
I'm terrified. I'm trying to hold my tears right now, but it's not that easy.
No easy path to peace. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today.
Yeah, coming up, Milton moves to buy more land, the price tag for the acres and the town's plans.
Also, elected officials take office. We'll tell you the results of the Milton municipal election that took place over the weekend.
And more time to board, how American Airlines says it aims to reduce congestion with some new rules. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Before I had my hearing loss treated at Mass Audiology, I had a hard time trying to participate in daily activities. Now I can hear.
If you're having trouble hearing, you should schedule a diagnostic hearing evaluation with an audiologist. If a hearing aid is necessary, the audiologist should prescribe a hearing aid and verify it using real ear measurements to ensure that it fits your needs. Call Mass Audiology and ask how Signia hearing aids can treat your hearing loss. To learn more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead and Dallas Federico.
Don't miss the Delaware Resorts Health, Fitness, and Leisure Expo, March 8th at Cape and Lopin High. Admission is free, so bring the family and tell your friends. Enjoy a full array of health, fitness, and leisure activities, physical therapy, health food, home products, and services. And BB Healthcare is offering free screenings. Don't miss the free Health, Fitness, and Leisure Expo, March 8th, 9 to 4 at Cape and Lopin High in Lewis.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, a local program is changing young lives with 24/7 support with mentorship and tutoring. Plus, step inside an exclusive gym with top-tier training and equipment. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Ordered now.
5:10 on our Monday morning. Bay Health Cam and Dover. It is cold out there, 24 degrees. Bundle up. At least we're not dealing with strong winds. 18 in Georgetown, 19 in Milton. So bitter cold inland, 20s to around 30 at the beach. Thankfully, the winds are calm or very light. A little breeze at the beaches right now. So feels like temperatures pretty much like the actual temperatures, just plain cold. So make sure the kids are bundled up out the door. It feels like January instead of early March. 18, cold and dry, and still cold heading home. Still need that heavier jacket. Lots of sunshine and 39 degrees.
Bob, happening now, Delaware officials will continue to investigate a fire in Seaford that happened on Friday. On your screen now was the scene where crews responded to this house fire on Matts Road. Seaford Volunteer Fire Company says crews worked for hours fighting the flames.
Milford is breaking ground on a project supporters say will boost jobs and have economic growth. City officials are inviting the public to the Milford Corporate Center groundbreaking ceremony on March 4th. It's at 11 a.m. Business Park is expected to bring new jobs and improve Milford's economy.
Citigroup made a costly error before reversing course. The bank accidentally credited a customer's account with just a small amount of $81 trillion instead of $280. An employee caught the mistake 90 minutes after the payment was processed. Citi says a payment that size could not have actually been executed and would have been stopped before any funds left the bank.
Yeah, just a minor
No.
mistake there. American Airlines has announced that it will add 5 minutes to the boarding times for all of its domestic flights. A spokesperson says the additional time will help relieve some of the congestion on the jet bridge due to the pauses between the boarding groups. The airline also says it hopes the move will lower the amount of passengers who have to gate check their carry-on bags.
Still ahead, elected officials take office. We'll tell you what the winners of the town's election in Milton look forward to after securing their positions.
Good visibility, dry roads, but bitterly cold out there this morning. 18 in Salisbury on the Spicer Brothers Cam. Make sure you bundle up. It is a cold start to the week, then warmer with a chance of rain and possible thunderstorms later Wednesday. Some could be possibly strong. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We are Delmarva proud.
Is your cookware scratched inside and an eyesore on the outside? Introducing Gotham Steel Hammered Cream Cookware. Forged with an authentic hammered design, engineered with extremely strong titanium and tri-coated with ultra non-stick ceramic. Gotham Steel features double the non-stick release. Now you can cook healthier without all the butter or oil. Get this huge 15-piece set for 4 payments of $49.99 with free shipping.
To order, call 1-800-513-6408.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
The Harry K Foundation presents its annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 26th in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Enjoy delectable chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
Time is 5:15, and you are looking live at the bright lights of Salisbury. Temperature-wise, Bob, March is coming in like a lion.
Oh, boy, in a big way, isn't it? I mean, Saturday, Matt, was nice. We had upper 60s and then only mid-30s yesterday. We have one more cold day today in today's storyline. I think we're topping out into the 40s, but with that wind, it's going to feel more like 20s despite lots of sunshine. Then we have to watch out on Wednesday with the storm system coming our way, rain and wind, and possibly severe weather later in the day. It could be a code red day. We'll have to see about that. But temperatures right now are cold into the upper teens from Salisbury to Milton, 18 in Georgetown, 17 in Seaford right now, 28 in Ocean City, 25 in Bethany Beach. Thankfully, the winds are calm, so we're not dealing with wind chill, but it's bitter cold. Nonetheless, a little breeze at the beaches. So feels like temperatures pretty much mirroring the actual temperatures in the teens and 20s. As we're looking at mostly clear skies, you see that white look to the satellite picture indicating the very cold air in place, and we have a few clouds coming through. Otherwise, it's Arctic high pressure in place for one more day. Then that will slide away. Then we're watching this strong storm ejecting out of the Rockies, and then this will become a powerhouse storm across the plains, spawning the possibility of severe weather across the deep south as we go into the next 24 to 48 hours. Maybe tornadoes across the deep south into Mississippi and Alabama with that storm tracking into the Great Lakes. And by Wednesday, I think it loses a lot of its punch, but we could be looking at stormy conditions here as we go later on into Wednesday. Maybe strong gusty winds. We'll have to see about that. But futurecast right now is cold with 20s and 30s out the door. Mid-morning, we're in the low 30s. It's another cold day by 12:30, upper 30s by the noon hour, and then by 4 o'clock, 40 in Millsboro, 41 in Del Mar. Not as cold as yesterday, but still several degrees below average. And we're looking at a chilly evening on the way. Then through the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, it's cold with 20s and 30s. Then I think we start to increase clouds as we go through your Tuesday. The winds pick up out of the south, and we'll see temperatures warming into the mid to upper 50s later in the day. Then Wednesday is the day we have to watch. Clouds increasing, and then as that cold front gets closer, we're seeing showers building in, strong winds out of the south, heavy rain, maybe some thunderstorms too, and some of those storms could mean business. It could get a little frisky, so to speak, with strong winds, damaging winds perhaps as this moves through with heavy rain Wednesday evening. Then we'll see that system moving out, and then it does start to quiet down as we go into your Thursday. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 41 today, and then warming up Tuesday, 58. Ash Wednesday, 62, looking at rain and possibly severe weather into the evening hours, cooling back into the 50s to end the week. Remember, clocks go ahead 1 hour this upcoming weekend with daylight saving time. 58 Saturday, back to 49 on Sunday. Congratulations to Bonnie Carmine from Federalsburg, Maryland, on winning a new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Bob, Milton locals took to the polls on Saturday for the 2025 municipal election. Current Mayor John Collier and Councilman Tom Arkinson, along with newly elected Robert Gray, will serve on the town council.
And Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings spoke with the winners as the election season came to an end.
Announcing the results of Milton's municipal election on the steps of Town Hall. Candidates and their supporters gathered around the steps to hear the results.
Milton, hear ye the results of our recent election.
And here they are. Mayor John Collier will hold on to his seat for another term after winning with 398 votes. He says he's ready to get back to work.
There's a lot of things that we're in the middle of that need to be completed, and new ideas are coming every day, and I'd like to continue the work.
Another candidate holding on to their seat, Councilman Tom Arkinson. He won with 428 votes.
I'm looking forward to getting back into the groove and just going forward, and it's exciting. That's all I can say is, I'm doing the job, and I just want to amp it up a little bit.
And last but not least is newcomer Robert Gray, who secured the remaining town council seat with 476 votes.
There's a lot of stuff that we need to work on, and I'm ready to hit the bricks running as soon as we get sworn in.
With key positions now solidified, historic Milton continues to move forward. All candidates will be sworn in at the April Town Council meeting. In Milton, Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
Up next on Coast TV News today, Milton moves to buy more land. We'll tell you what one local thinks officials should do before signing on the dotted line. Don't go anywhere.
Be a part of the ultimate outdoor experience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. Join us Friday, April 25th from 3 to 8 and Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 4 at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Showcase your products and services to thousands of potential customers. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. For more information and to apply as a vendor today, visit WBOCEvents.com.
Coast TV News can be heard on 93.5 The Beach.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Legzercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Legzercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Legzercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
The town of Milton is considering buying 6 lots in the downtown area. Those lots are located on Mulberry Street, Broad Street, and Magnolia Street. Together, they total just under 2 acres with an asking price of $1.65 million. One woman who lives in Milton told Coast TV she sees potential in the purchase, but believes that price tag is a little too high.
I just really think that they should negotiate the price if they're truly interested in doing that, because I do think the price is high, but I think it would be a benefit to the town.
Details on the potential use of that land is expected to be shared at today's Town Council meeting at 6:30 p.m. And this weekend, Dogfish Head in Milton kicked off 302 Day, the holiday celebrating Delaware's area code 302. From live music, lawn games, lots of 302 gear, and an exclusive 302 brew, the event was filled with First State pride. And Delaware Governor Matt Meyer even made a special appearance. Here you can see him enjoying the festivities and, of course, the beautiful sunshine.
Lisa, another Matt was at Dogfish Head on Saturday. Here I am with beloved University of Delaware mascot UD. Unlike today, Saturday was just a great day to be outside and enjoy those festivities.
I was just about to say that. Saturday, I was outside in the morning before I came in and worked. We just saw you were outside as well, but
I don't even think I needed that windbreak early.
I don't
was
think
so
you did.
nice. It was so nice, and just what a change 24 hours later, Sunday morning, burr, today.
Come on, Bob. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, boy, that was a big drop. Upper 60s Saturday, mid-30s yesterday. We do warm it up a little bit today by about 5 degrees or so. It's still going to be cold at the beaches. Fenwick Island, Ocean City, lots of sunshine for you, starting out well below freezing. And then upper 30s, that's it at the beaches, very cold. And then farther up the coast for Lewis and Rehoboth, very cold ferry ride up to Cape May, upper 30s for you. At least the winds will be light. And then Rehoboth, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 30s, close to 40 degrees. degrees. On the Bayside, lots of sunshine today, near 40 degrees, and the same for Crisfield as well, with small waves, just 1 foot waves on the bay. So stay in the sunshine and out of the wind if you can, for sure. One last really cold day, then we start to warm up. Then we're concerned for Wednesday a bit, as we could see some strong to possibly severe storms later in the day. Much more on that coming up in the next half hour.
After the break on CoastTV News today, new tariffs could take effect tonight. We'll tell you some of the concerns and the hopes from Americans.
Also, pay more for parking problems in Ocean City, why some officials want to increase those fines in the coastal town.
An Indian River referendum ready. We'll tell you why the superintendent says an increase is needed and how much more locals could be paying. CoastTV News today. We'll be right back.
Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Is your cookware scratched inside and an eyesore on the outside? Introducing Gotham Steel Hammered Cream Cookware. Forged with an authentic hammered design, engineered with extremely strong titanium and tri-coated with ultra non-stick ceramic. Gotham Steel features double the non-stick release. Now you can cook healthier without all the butter or oil. Get this huge 15-piece set for 4 payments of $49.99 with free shipping.
To order, call 1-800-513-6408.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit getmonkeymagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
Now on CoastTV News.
It's a cold start to the week. Temperatures out the door, teens and 20s. Bundle up. Another cold day today, then warming up. A chance for heavy showers and possibly strong to severe storms later Wednesday. I'll track it on Futurecast next.
School spending showdown. Less than a month from a referendum vote. Indian River District officials plan to make their case tonight.
Bigger fines at big events. Why Ocean City is looking to increase parking penalties that coincide with some of its busiest weekends.
Mardi Gras changes. The reason some of the big parades celebrating Fat Tuesday have been canceled.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And it is March 3rd, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
And the time is 5:28, third day of the third month, and we are talking some frigid conditions.
Unfortunately. Bob said, though, maybe later this week we will get a warm-up, so maybe just today and yesterday we have to get through it. But, Bob, please have better news for us.
Well, the better news is the days are getting longer, so eventually the days have to get warmer. It takes a little while, and we're in meteorological spring. We're not officially into spring yet. That's still a couple days away. So winter getting in its last lick, so to speak, and it's cold. 18 in Salisbury, 18 in Georgetown, 17 in Seaford, 29 in Rehoboth, 30 at Indian River Inlet. So a little warmer, so to speak, at the beaches, but still very cold. At least the winds are calm for the most part. A little bit of a breeze at the coast. So feels like temperatures in the teens and 20s, pretty much mirroring the actual temperature. Bottom line is bundle up. up and prepare for a January-like day almost out there as we're looking at mostly clear skies. Just a few clouds drifting in from the north and west, but it's high pressure in place and it's cold high pressure. Yeah, and that'll keep us cold for one more day. Then eventually this high will slide offshore. It will start to warm things up, but not today. Starting out really cold by mid-morning. Some places cracking the freezing mark. It's a slow climb in the temperatures today. By noon, we're only into the mid to upper 30s, even colder at the beaches, and some of us not getting out of the 30s this afternoon. Around 40 in Millsboro, 40 in Selbyville, 41 in Del Mar, and even colder at the beaches. So it'll be sunny, but it's going to be that deceptive sunshine, very cold, and of course that continues through the evening hours. It is a nice day to wash the car once it gets above 32. You don't want icicles on the car. We're looking good today and tomorrow, but then Wednesday we're going to see increasing rain and maybe storms. I'll talk about that storm threat coming up a little bit later on.
Bob knew this morning people living in the Indian River School District can voice their concerns and learn more about the referendum scheduled later this month. Tonight is the first of 3 public meetings that will be held leading up to the vote, and this one is at 7 at the Lord Baltimore Elementary School in Ocean View. And according to officials, if that referendum is approved, people paying property taxes in that school district would see their annual amount increase to nearly $290. That referendum is set for Thursday, March 20th.
On a related note, Delaware's local school board elections are coming up, and this Friday is the deadline to file for candidates interested in running for a seat, and they have until 4:30 p.m. on March 7th to file. In Kent County, seats are available in the Smyrna, Cesar Rodney, Capitol, Lake Forest, and Milford school districts. Sussex County, here are the seats available. We're talking Cape Henlopen, Del Mar, Indian River, Laurel, Seaford, and Woodbridge school districts.
New this morning, we are expecting to learn the results of a study on the impact of parking fees in Milton. One option that has been looked at is a parking fee structure based on the square footage of a business. Currently, parking is free, and the paid parking would bring in more money to the town, which the committee says is needed.
Parking fines in Ocean City could take more money out of your wallet. You soon could be seeing double the parking fines during special events in the town.
Tonight, this will be going to its first reading, and CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappé shows us how much more those fines could be.
4th of July, Cruise in Ocean City, and Ocean's Calling all have one thing in common. They pack the town with thousands of people, leaving little room for parking, which leaves some to take the bus.
It's great bus service, and it's always convenient, usually from the convention center down to the inlet. So runs frequently, everybody loves it.
On Monday, the Ocean City Council will have their first reading on doubling their parking fines in town during special events. If approved, people parking in front of fire hydrants during a special event will receive a $200 fine instead of the usual $100 fine. According to the Ocean City manager, they believe that increasing these fines during the busiest times in Ocean City would motivate people to park legally. Berta McGinnis has lived in Ocean City for over a year and takes the bus during big-time events to avoid parking. McGinnis believes this proposal would be a good thing for the town, but sees how an increased ticket could frustrate vacationers.
Parking's important, and it's important revenue for the city, but to make it egregious to our visitors, I think, is not welcoming.
The Ocean City Council will have their first reading on this proposal on Monday, and from there, we'll see if it gets pushed to its second and final reading. I'm Kevin Zappé in Ocean City, CoastTV News.
Happening today in Ocean City, if you're looking to book a short-term rental in a residential area or mobile home district for a weekend, you may soon be out of luck. Tonight, the council will have a second reading of an ordinance that establishes a 5-day minimum. Right now, there is no minimum stay, and the mayor and council meeting takes place tonight at 6 p.m.
Now getting a live look at New Orleans. A big couple of days there in the Big Easy, culminating with Fat Tuesday, but the weather may have other plans for some events. Tuesday's Mardi Gras parades in Jefferson Parish have been canceled. Forecast for Fat Tuesday anticipates gusty weather, high winds, and strong to severe storms. The parade was due to begin at 11 a.m. on Tuesday. However, according to the official celebration website, there are parades scheduled for tonight.
Delaware lawmakers are set to debate a constitutional amendment on reproductive freedom. Happening today, the Senate Health and Social Services Committee will meet at 12 p.m. until 3 p.m. to consider Senate Bill 5, the first step in adding reproductive rights to the state constitution. That bill is sponsored by Senate Majority Leader Brian Townsend and Speaker Melissa Reiner Brown. We are now taking a live look at our nation's capital, and after a slew of executive orders from President Trump, the Commerce Secretary says new tariffs are on track to begin midnight Eastern Time tonight. He says a 10% hike on Chinese imports is on the table on top of last month's increase. Executive orders call for tariffs on most Canadian and all Mexican imported goods worth more than $800. The Secretary says the percentages of those duties are unclear, and many economists say the proposed tariffs could increase prices for goods like shoes, electronics, groceries, and especially vehicles.
He's sort of thinking about right now how exactly he wants to play it with Mexico and Canada, and that is a fluid situation.
We will have a strong, unequivocal, and proportional response as Canadians expect.
One concern is that Mexico, China, and Canada could impose retaliatory measures, but some analysts say new tariffs could be good for the U.S. in the end.
Got a lot more news to get to. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, Future of Fire will tell you more details about the ongoing fire in Lincoln that is leaving locals concerned.
Also moving closer to ultimate mark tonight, Alex Ovechkin will continue his quest on achieving hockey's greatest record by season's end.
And hype for HawkCon will tell you why one local says the event in Maryland is so meaningful to the community. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Draper Media, an equal opportunity employer, is dedicated to provide broad outreach regarding job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Organizations that wish to receive our vacancy information should email humanresources@wboc.com.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, a local program is changing young lives with 24/7 support with mentorship and tutoring. Plus, step inside an exclusive gym with top-tier training and equipment. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Draper Media is searching for a full-time entry-level accountant. Successful candidates should have at least an associate's degree or equivalent experience. Candidates with experience in Sage Intacct will be given preference. It's an extremely detail-oriented job involving problem solving. Join the Draper Media team today as our next accountant with full benefits. Go to drapermediajobs.com to learn more and apply. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Lighten up your week. Subscribe to the Coast TV Feel Good Friday newsletter. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com. Get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox.
Just about 5:38 on this Monday morning, Ocean City. It's dark, not this dark, but usually we see the Ferris wheel in the distance on the Commander camera, but I guess this doesn't feel like waking up right now. I see how it feels. 18 in Salisbury, 18 in Georgetown right now, 17 in Seaford, 20s to around 30 at the beaches. Thankfully, winds are calm inland. A little bit of a breeze along the coast, so it's feeling really cold out there too, with temperatures in the teens and 20s, so bundle up. At least the drivecast is looking good. I gave it the green light out the door, dry and cold, and we're looking at for this evening and this afternoon, sunny and cold conditions. Call the Coast TV First Alert weather phone. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by Brockstead Mandalis Federico.
Bob, it's National Consumer Protection Week, and the Delaware Department of Justice's Consumer Protection Unit is hosting in-person events and sharing online resources to help people avoid scams. According to the DOJ, the top 5 consumer scams in Delaware in 2024 were imposter, online shopping, auto-related, internet services, and health-related scams. State officials will post additional consumer protection content on social media throughout the week, and educational videos can be found on the Delaware government website.
If we're going to stay on that theme, there appears to be an uptick in consumer fraud across Sussex County, and that is the topic of a meeting this Friday. The goal here is informing people how to avoid becoming a victim of scams and fraud. The meeting will be held at Delaware State Troop 7 in Lewis.
You've probably heard of Comic-Con, but have you heard about HawkCon? Well, this weekend at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, it held their own convention for comic lovers, and there was plenty to take in. The event showcased all things comic books and creators who bring them to life. There were live demonstrations, cosplay, and of course, a bunch of comics and collectibles to buy. And people we spoke with there say the best part is the community.
I go to events like this because you could do something with your son and you can maybe make a career out of it. And then other people that are coming on, they could go and start a career with something that they enjoy doing.
The people, the cosplayers, the community, getting to meet a bunch of fun people like that. I just really love the vibe and community we all have here with each other.
The university says all the proceeds from HawkCon will be used for student scholarships.
Capitals fans are on Ovechkin watch. 22 games remain in the regular season. The Great Eight is just 11 games away from breaking what was once unthinkable. The Great One, Wayne Gretzky's career mark of 894 career goals. Happening tonight, he and the first-place Capitals are home in the district to take on the Ottawa Senators. Here is the math. Ovechkin needs to average 1 goal in every 2 games to get the record this season. ESPN Analytics is projecting he will do just that. In 2 games against the Senators this season, Ovechkin has 2 goals. Also tonight, the Delaware State men's basketball team playing their final road game of the regular season with a trip across the bay for a contest against Morgan State. Winning the MEAC regular season, that's out of reach for the Hornets, but getting the 3rd seed in the conference tournament is still in play. The Hornets are looking for the season sweep of the Bears. Christopher Bell wins for the 2nd Sunday in a row in NASCAR's Cup Series. Yesterday, it was on the road course of the Circuit of Americas in Austin, Texas. You can see Bell made that pass for first. Late in the race, it is his 11th career win. And just 3 races into this season, Bell is the driver to beat so far in 2025. Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 6, we have live NCAA women's college basketball when Maryland Eastern Shore hosts South Carolina State. And then at 8, it's the Hawks and Bulldogs men's programs in the nightcap of this MEAC doubleheader, followed by the final score at 10:30 for a full recap of all of Monday's action.
Hollywood's biggest night saw a low-budget film come away with top honors at the Academy Awards. Mark Barger has some of the night's highlights.
Honora. A gritty comedy about an erotic dancer's marriage to the son of a Russian oligarch dominated Sunday's Academy Awards, Best Picture among its 5 wins.
I want to thank the Academy for recognizing a truly independent film.
The film also brought individual honors to Sean Baker for directing, editing, and original screenplay. Mikey Madison. While the film's star scored a mild upset in winning Best Actress.
This is a dream come true. I'm probably going to wake up tomorrow.
Best Actor went to the star of The Brutalist,
Adrian Brody.
His win 22 years ago made him even more appreciative.
It can all go away. And I think what makes this night most special is the awareness of that.
In the supporting categories, an emotional Zoe Saldana saluted her family after winning for Emilia Perez.
Everything brave, outrageous, and good that I've ever done in my life is because of you.
And Kieran Culkin's win for A Real Pain could mean 2 more kids for him and his wife, Jazz.
She said, I will give you 4 when you win an Oscar.
The night also included a lengthy standing ovation for LA firefighters, while Morgan Freeman supplied a poignant moment honoring the work of Gene Hackman.
He won the hearts of film lovers all over the world.
A love shared for Sunday's Oscar winners. Mark Barger, NBC News.
The show also included a segment honoring film and music producer Quincy Jones, along with a tribute to the James Bond franchise, and show opening performances from Wicked co-stars Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. If you're having a rough week, you can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up for free at CoastTV.com and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday.
The Gateway Subaru Camera is back with a colorful Ferris wheel, but it's cold out there on the beach. 28 degrees, teens inland. It's a cold start to the week. It does warm up, and then we're looking at the possibility of rain and possible strong to severe thunderstorms later Wednesday. We do now have a code yellow for that day. I'll have your forecast details tracking it on Futurecast in 2 minutes.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
For greatness.
Get more with DSN Plus. Subscribe today.
Hi, Chef Daniel Greenhead with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Big 107.7 and 107.1 The Duck are giving you a chance to win a trip to see the Eagles live in Las Vegas at the Sphere. Submit a video of yourself performing an Eagles song to BigClassicRock.com or 1071theduck.com. 5 finalists will be invited to Crawl Street Tavern on March 22nd to sing a randomly selected Eagles song live with Buzzbox Piranha. The lucky winner is headed to Vegas to see the Eagles live. Listen to Big 107.7 and 107.1 The Duck for details or visit our websites.
The time is now 5:46. We are taking a live look outside at Ocean City this morning. And Bob, I don't think walking by the water is a place you want to be today. If you are looking to walk on the boardwalk, good for you. Good for you.
And bundle up as well. Layer up. That's the key. And yeah, stay out of the wind and in the sun if you can. That is the storyline for today. Not as cold as yesterday. Last cold day, we'll see highs in the low 40s, but feeling like 20s at times with the wind. It warms up, and then we're looking to Wednesday for the possibility of storms. And some of those storms could get a little out of hand, maybe strong to possibly severe as we go into Wednesday evening with rain and strong winds. Right now, we have a code yellow for Wednesday. Might have to bump that up with time. We'll continue to monitor the situation. But we know the situation right now is cold. 18 in Georgetown, 19 in Milton, 18 in Salisbury, 26 in Bethany Beach. Thankfully, no wind, at least inland areas, a little bit of a breeze along the coast. So it feels like temperatures very similar to the actual temperatures. It's cold, teens and 20s out the door. We're looking at mostly clear skies right now. Just a few clouds floating in from the northwest, but it's Arctic high pressure still locked in across the east coast. So it's one more day of really cold weather. Then we'll start to see this high sliding offshore. We'll start to warm up, but then our next focus is a storm that's jumping out of the Rockies and redeveloping across the plains. And it'll turn into a vigorous storm that will spawn severe weather across the deep south. Could be a stormy Mardi Gras for New Orleans as we go into Tuesday, as we're watching low pressure moving into the plains. In the warm sector, we're expecting severe weather, maybe tornadoes across the deep south, Mississippi into Alabama and the Tennessee Valley. Now, this low will move towards the Great Lakes, and what will happen for us is that we will see a warm front moving through, and as a cold front moves through on late Wednesday into Wednesday evening, that could trigger some thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong to possibly severe. Here's Futurecast this morning. We're looking at temperatures in the 20s to around 30 degrees, and temperatures slowly rising above freezing mid-morning. By noon, still very cold in the mid to upper 30s. Some of us not getting out of the 30s this afternoon. Some of us will crack that 40-degree mark into the inland areas, and then 30s at the coast. Pretty cold as we go through the evening and then into tonight. I think temperatures falling down into the 20s and low 30s. Not as cold as this morning. And then Tuesday, wind shift out of the south. We'll see clouds increasing, and temperatures do start to warm up there into the mid to upper 50s as we get cloudier throughout the day. Then we move into Wednesday. This is the day we're watching for the potential for severe weather as a cold front moves in. I think it's later in the day into the afternoon and evening hours we have to be concerned for heavy rain, gusty winds as well. And you can see this line of strong storms coming through sometime in the evening hours. Then that moves offshore, and then behind it we will see a northwesterly wind, and we will start to calm things down as we go into Thursday. But we do have a slight risk of seeing severe weather. This will be for later Wednesday for damaging winds and possibly some hail. I think maybe an isolated tornado is also possible, as we'll see those strong winds picking up out of the south, gusting 20 to 35 miles per hour. Look at this by 5:30, 45 to 50 mile per hour gusts, locally stronger gusts, and some of those stronger storms into the evening hours. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, 41 today, sunshine and cold, 58 Tuesday. Then Wednesday, I have bumped it up to a yellow alert for that potential of severe weather into the evening hours, 62. Might have to go to a red alert if it's looking a little more ominous. And then 50s Thursday and Friday. Then for the weekend, Saturday, 58. Remember, clocks go ahead 1 hour. Also a good idea to check batteries in the smoke and CO detectors as we go into the weekend as well. Colder by Sunday, partly cloudy and 49.
Thank you, Bob. We now know the name of the man who was killed in a head-on crash Wednesday afternoon. According to Delaware State Police, 60-year-old Glenn Duncan of Selbyville was the driver of a Jeep Gladiator. And on your screen is where this crash happened. It was just after 2:40 p.m. on Hudson Road. Troopers say Duncan's Jeep veered into oncoming traffic, crashing head-on with a tractor-trailer. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the tractor-trailer, a 60-year-old man from Dover, suffered minor injuries.
A Georgetown man is facing multiple charges, including DUI and vehicular assault, after a wrong-way crash in Greenwood on Saturday night. Delaware State Police say 25-year-old Juvento Montoya was driving north in the southbound lanes of Sussex Highway when he crashed head-on into another car. 7 people were injured, including 5 in the other vehicle. None of the injuries were life-threatening, and troopers say Montoya showed signs of impairment and failed sobriety tests. He was arrested.
This is smoke blowing from a burning pile of mulch. This is in Lincoln. It's been burning for 5 days. The Ellendale Fire Company has been monitoring it. It has now been handed over to DENREC. Jay Jones with the Ellendale Fire Company says, right now, no need to panic.
If you see the smoke conditions in the air, know what it is for calling 911. If you have any issues or problems, we're not trying to deter anybody. If there's an emergency, please call 911. But this specific site is under control and controlled by DENREC at this time.
In a statement to CoastTV, DENREC says the fire is not a construction site because construction hasn't begun yet.
Bundle up out the door. Another cold one. We're starting out in the teens and 20s. Dry roads. They held Cam and Dover 24 there. We are going to warm things up with time, and then we're looking at the possibility of severe weather later Wednesday with a cold front. Rain and storms possible then. Much more on that, and I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Did you know after the 4th missed mortgage payment, pre-foreclosure starts and you're headed to auction? This will ruin your credit and make it hard to buy or even rent in the future. To stop the foreclosure, look into a loan modification, file bankruptcy, or call a professional home buyer. You don't have to lose your home, but you do have to act fast. Delmarva Dave is here to help. For more information about Delmarva Dave, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra-powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck hand vac for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckback.com now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Her daughter can't settle down.
You have a revolving door of boyfriends in your house. You understand that that's not particularly good for your children. I mean, you do it anyway. That makes you pretty selfish.
Judge Judy.
Monday at 2 on CoastTV.
The Vatican released a statement Sunday that says the Pope is in stable condition and does not have a fever. This comes just days after the pontiff suffered a sudden respiratory episode and he's been battling double pneumonia. It's unclear how long he will remain in the hospital. The Pope was first admitted to the hospital more than 2 weeks ago after first suffering bronchitis, then pneumonia.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said vaccinations are a personal decision that can protect individuals and communities. His comments come amid a measles outbreak in Texas and 8 other states. He said, quote, vaccines not only protect individual children from measles, but also contribute to community immunity, protecting those who are unable to get vaccinated due to medical reasons. And the time is now 5:56. We're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Yeah, I think today's coastal pet of the day is in tune with Bob's forecast. On your screen, we have this pup all bundled up for the cold weather that we are experiencing right now on Delmarva. This was submitted to us by Teresa in Pocomoke City.
Aw, so cute. Well, we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen.
That is where the QR code is at the top there. If you scan that, you can get your friends to us here at Coast TV News and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
And it is 5:56. We're going to take another look at your very cold Monday morning forecast.
Yeah, Bob, just like that pup there, back to bundling up.
I know, going to need the little doggy jacket for the puppies this morning. So cute. I know my Goldens would never wear that. They would try to tear it off for sure. We're looking at cold temperatures this morning in the teens and 20s, and then we're only into the low 40s for highs this afternoon despite sunshine, but it's a little warmer than yesterday by about 5 degrees. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 41, we jumped to 58 on Tuesday. We do have a yellow alert day Wednesday for storms that could be strong to possibly severe into the evening hours. Might have to bump that up to a red at some point, 62. We'll watch that. And then cooling back into the 50s heading into the weekend. Clocks go ahead 1 hour this weekend as daylight saving time begins. 49 Sunday, and then whoa, that's 70 next Wednesday jumps out. That'll be nice, and staying quiet into next week.
Bob, you got my attention with that one. All right, thank you. Coming up in our next hour, education expense debate, why Indian River School District officials say an increase in property taxes is needed. That and more when Coast TV News Today continues.